Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is me, Jello the Casual Card Gamer, and today I am joined by the melodious Matt, Meloetta Matt. He'll be with me today to go through this Clan Selection / Clan Collection Grade 3 boss tier list. And before we get into it, Matt, how are you?
Not doing too bad. Really looking forward to this. It's gonna be lots of fun.
All right, I'm looking forward to this as well. I've been brooding over this ever since I asked you to do this with me. And let's not waste any time. But before we do that, guys, we're going to be going through every single new Grade 3 boss unit that's come out since Clan Selection Vol.1, just because they're all kind of just sort of in the same line, and most of them are getting reprinted in Clan Collection Vol.5 and 6 anyway. So yeah, it's just a sort of overall list of how Grade 3 boss units are looking ever since V Premium became V Premium instead of V Standard, of course, except for the Clan Selections 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first unit on this list. We have Embodiment of Victory, Aleph. So
good old Aleph.
Yeah, where do you think our old vanilla superior ride fits into this list? So we have 5 categories. We have S for should be a VR, A for almost perfect, B, the only one that I couldn't figure out a fun way to start with B is fun to play, C can't be played alone, and D is straight up don't.
Yeah.
Let me
honestly very much slides into B, because I've done some little bit of testing with that.
Really? And how?
And it is literally monkey go bro, swing hard, swing fast.
Oh, okay.
Everything gets big numbers and crits. Yeah.
All right. His art looks amazing too. So.
It's literally art's amazing. He's literally PG or die situation.
I can imagine. He doesn't like to let up at all.
No, very much not. Especially with the fact he passes his power across to the rear guards as well.
That's true. Does requiring bar and I forgot the other vanilla's name sort of bog him down a little bit in terms of how the deck is?
Not really, because he's giving them power as well when they attack. So he shares his power that he's gained with them.
I see. Okay, so
they're still vanillas, but they get a power out of him, so it's a very nice buff.
All right, so we're putting Aleph in B for fun to play. All right, next on the list is Amon Reverse, and by extension, since he's right beside him, Amon as well.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I can see where Amon Reverse would be really fun, but I can't really see myself putting him above regular Amon.
So, no, regular Amon is honestly should have been a VR for how good he is.
Yeah,
he's so good. He's
gonna put him there.
Literally topping it non-stop at the moment in Shaharo decks as the backup Grade 3. He's honestly really good. Yeah, and then there's the reverse. Yeah. That does nothing alongside him, honestly.
Like, oh, I can bring out a rear guard Amon, but
he's literally all I could do with the deck. He's literally Amon reverse. Bring 2 Amons back out. Put them back to soul again. They can't be touched.
Yeah, at first I thought it was really good. Before I fully read into its ability, because all I read was choose 2 rear guards in your soul and call them. I'm like, oh my god, I can hope on damp people every single turn, and then I saw the Amon restriction. I said, oh
yeah.
So I probably, as much as it hurts, I would probably put Amon in either C or D.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately leaning very much towards D as well.
All right, so Amon don't.
Yeah.
Scroll this down a little bit. All right, next is Angelica. So she's the healing version of all of these Regalia grade 3s. Sadly, we still don't have Minerva. But yeah, where do you think she fits into this? I thought that she was pretty cool with how you can interact with Yggdrasil.
Yeah, the Yggdrasil Norm alongside Angelica is a very deadly combo, so very much high up on the lists.
All right, so where do you think she would go?
I'd say at least A. At least easily. All right. Yeah, it is still a very competitive deck. Plus, she does see play into the premium format as well.
I see. All right, so we're going with Angelica, almost perfect. All right, next we have the two Ashleys. So the pure-hearted one, and then after her first heartbreak.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put Ashley, because the only time I ever used her and thought that she was really good was when she first came out in Clan Selection 2, and then I splashed her and her Jewel Knight support into my Sanctuary Guard deck. So...
Yeah, I think that's what everyone did, and then when Salome came out, it was like, I will put Ashley in for if we have to go first situation.
That makes sense.
The reverse, unfortunately, it's literally Ammon all over again, in the fact of the reverse is worse than the base version.
Yeah. So, I guess with that we put her in D for don't, or should we?
I'd put her in the. She honestly sits in the B. She's still a good finisher.
Okay.
It's just Salome is better in every single instance.
I see. Yeah, especially with without having to lock things on the field as well. I always gravitate towards that. And where would we put regular Ashley?
I think she's another A again, because she honestly is still really good.
Okay, makes sense, yeah. Okay. Next, we're going into Beatrice. Ghosty leader Beatrice. This is one of those decks that I really wanted to play when she first came out, but I just couldn't afford all of the ghosties at the time. I could probably build it now, but yeah.
Now you need Night Rose.
Yeah.
Now you need Night Rose.
That's true. Yeah, okay, gonna have to wait for the VR Omnibus set.
Yeah, when they reprint every single VR, then we can start picking up these old decks again.
Yeah, so
honestly, she very much is a VR field. She's honestly a VR field to me, because she's literally the boss of Grand Blue in premium format. She's in every single support Grand Blue slot in V premium. One of the best cards Grand Blue's ever gotten.
That is true. I do like the way that her like a deck built around her plays.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very defensive, and you still can have the aggression as well.
All right, so next we have Blazing Flare. He wasn't the poster boy for Kagura when he came out in the set that he did, but he is a grade 3, and his skills are mainly in the Vanguard, or at least do better things in the Vanguard. I do like that he literally burns your opponent's field of imaginary gifts if you do it right. But he does feel like one of those one and done kind of abilities, just because you have to Soul Blast 5, I believe.
Yeah, he honestly is just better as support alongside Lawkeeper. So both of them just pair well together, but neither do amazing amounts together really anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I was really sad when we got the reveal for Lawkeeper, and it just didn't really stack up, because I loved Lawkeeper back in Limit Break.
Oh yeah, the old Lawkeeper was really fun to play with, yeah.
So, where do we put Blazing Core? Is this our Blazing Flare? Is this our first C?
I think he's good. I think he's going to go in C with Lawkeeper when we get around to Lawkeeper.
All right, sounds good. Next, we have Seal Dragon Blockade. I wish we got. I do really wish that we got his Cross Ride. But
just more Steel Dragons in general.
Oh yeah, I did really want to get I believe it was one of the cloths. Was it terry cloth or
terry cloth? Terry cloth is the starter.
Oh, terry cloth. Okay, so I believe it was weather cloth that was the break ride back then.
Yeah, weather cloth the break ride. Yeah.
But yeah, blockade. I believe
very much D is the honest response. He's so bad. So if they gave us more Seal Dragons, we can try and make a proper deck out of it.
Yeah, that's
but it's just like when the Cargo at the moment, even in V, is just Overlord the Clan.
Yeah.
You're never gonna outshine.
That's true. So where do we put old boy blockade? D?
D, unfortunately. He's just so desperate for support.
And on behalf of the two of us, Docs, if you are watching, we are so sorry that we put
yeah, very much sorry, Docs.
I do want to put it above Amon Reverse though. Do you think that's fair?
Or unfortunately, I don't even think it is, because Amon you can still build a pure Amon deck because there's enough of them.
That is true.
There's only 3 Sealed Dragons.
Oh my god. So one day.
That's when you know you're suffering. That's when you know you're suffering. You're below Amon Reverse.
He'll get his day one day.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have a witch doctor of the something seas. I can't read this small. We have Negrobolt.
Oh,
so really weird. But I remember seeing people saying that you could build like a decent deck around him. But
he's literally Turbo Mill, relies too heavily on the sea navigator. So you've got to literally mill your entire drop every single turn.
Yeah. That was the one thing that just turned this off for me. I'm like, how am I supposed to play a drop zone deck if I don't have a drop zone?
Yeah.
So I guess he goes into D as well, or
honestly, I'd say put him in C for the fact that obviously he does work, but he does rely on navigator.
All right, sounds good. Okay, next we have break time. We have armor break dragon. So,
some of the new stuff I've still not got around to testing, and armor break is on that list.
Okay,
looks a lot of fun, and I want to test him.
He does look fun. He does.
It's just the backlog builds up so much that I've not got charm.
I know. I really do wish I could have gotten around to playing this on CFA, but just haven't been able to yet.
Yeah.
But his ability, you can really tell that they worked really hard on preserving his original skill. He still has the counter blast.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I don't know where to put him though. I guess we just put him in.
I think he's going to be in the fun to play section because he does very much look fun to play.
Yes, he does. All right, so there we go. And next is Chaos Breaker.
Put him in the old problem child from Link Joker formats.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he is nerfed compared to his old version.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I hated the old version. I remember one time I was playing at a regionals and I got, I believe, the top 8, and I was playing Beast Deities and mainly reverse. And
oh no,
yeah, I made the mistake of trying to go for that third Vanguard attack and basically locked my entire field. I was going to lose the next turn regardless, so I figured I might as well go for the 3. And yeah, I didn't know what I expected out of it, but I lost. And ever since then I just hated Chaos Breaker. But
yeah.
I have built the V premium version of it, so he is okay. Like you said, he is relatively nerfed. Still kind of is annoying.
Yeah, especially with the new grade 1 we got honestly, the Star Vader support we got for Glendios can actually create a Chaos Breaker Dragon support engine.
Yeah.
So I honestly think he does move himself up to A at this point.
Okay. I do want to just put him in D, just because I am.
So do I. But no.
Yeah.
Sensible reasonings. He does deserve to be there.
Okay. So next we have Evil Cecilia. We have Cecilia Reverse. I love playing this deck. But I do admit that I have the unfair privilege of already having a playset of regular Cecilias before she came out. So
yeah,
I do know that my views on this are a little skewed.
Yeah, it very much is reliant on that Cecilia to properly get off the reverse.
Yes, that is correct. So I do want to put her at A, but because she does require Cecilia, she either goes into B or C.
I think she needs to slot into B personally.
B. All right.
She's not that. The deck's not that bad. He's just needing an old VR.
That
does hurt it from being an A, unfortunately.
That is true, especially when that VR is like $25, which is the case for a lot of the VR.
Yeah, we're going to come across that saying a lot throughout this.
All right, next we have Chat Noir, the original first break ride.
Yeah, he was the Great Nature Break ride. Very interesting take they've done on him now with the lottery and the multi attacks. But he's support to he's literally just a support to other grade 3s at this point.
So I guess that's an automatic C.
That's an automatic C because he literally can't do anything on his own.
Who do you think would be best to play this with? Do you think
Isabel, because Isabel then guarantees you get both skills off.
That is true. All right. Next we have Nightmare Doll Catherine, I believe.
Chelsea. Chelsea. It's my girl Chelsea.
Okay, Chelsea.
My bias says S. My bias says S.
All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
She does so. Nightmare Dolls is literally the dominant deck in the premium format. We've now got Tosca coming out to make V premium, making her even better. She's honestly really good.
Yeah, I remember when she first came out, people were going crazy for Nightmare Dolls, especially because the reprints were so good in that set.
Yeah, Carol and Alice as the reprints were just godlike alongside it.
All right, there we go. Our S tier is literally A, B, C with these. All right, next, I'm just gonna put this in D.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, as much as I love the art of Chrome Jailer, like even the original with the original foiling that it came in, it just doesn't stack up, and sadly they ported that over to V, and as much as I do want to try building a deck on him, I just don't think that it's worth it, especially because Dupe comes out in the same set.
Yeah, when you're looking at Dupe Dragon beside him, there's just no point.
Yeah. All right, next we have Chronos Command. I know this isn't really like a boss grade 3, but if I didn't include these, then Gear Chronicle would only have one card in this list.
Yeah.
So Chronos Command,
I honestly think is forced to sit in the C bit because you can't play him by himself.
That is true. I guess we'll just put Time Leaper in there later too.
Yeah, literally I'm forced to go into there because you can't play them without grade 3s.
That is true. Okay, so next we have Cobalt Wave. So
I think that joins the very motley D crew.
Okay, there we go. Not just slots into D and refuses to elaborate.
Yeah.
All right, next we have our favorite undead skeleton that restands, Cositus Reverse.
I actually have this deck working.
Really?
As much as everyone hates on him, I love playing Kakaitis Reverse.
I want to play this deck so bad. I have all the pieces, I just haven't been able to sit down yet.
I literally, whenever anyone asks me for just a random game, Kakaitis is the first deck I grab on CFA. He's one of the most fun decks to play. As much as everyone complains about the scarred form, it is so easy to generate a hand because protect markers, rough seas, and all the banshees for the drawings, so you're not actually losing out of it.
That is true. So where do we put this boy?
I want to put him in B. Much as people are going to yell at me in the comments, in your comments of this video for putting him here, he deserves to be there because he is a lot of fun.
It's okay. I'll take the flack for you because I love him too.
Hey, I've been meta decks with him. I've got the video proof. If they want to yell at me, they can check it out.
All right, link will be.
It wins games. It wins games.
All right. Next we have Cosmo Lord. So this guy was completely just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I do wish we got the. Is this no? This is just the base version, not the Death Army version.
Yeah, this isn't the Death Army one.
It would have been cool if we got the Death Army one.
Yeah, but then we'd need more Death Army. We're literally in the exact same situation as
I guess
good old Seal Dragons down the bottom.
Yeah. That is true. Okay, so where do we put him? He does restand, but he loses all of his drive checks on the second stand.
I think it's a very obvious D tier.
Okay. Sorry, Cosmo.
He's just suffering.
He is suffering. All right, next we have Daihozan. I love this deck. Sadly, he does like the way that I would play him has been nerfed because Kokushigarasu got banned, and I hate it.
Well, that's on the Japanese side. We might not get these banned yet.
Oh, that is true. That is true. So I'm just sort of in limbo right now.
Yeah, we're in limbo, but I feel he's very much going to be going. Kokugarashi's going to be going because of good old Fuken.
I know. Fugen looks really fun too. So I don't mind. But
Daihosen personally feels like he's in the wrong format for what he was made in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's amazing in premium.
Yeah.
That's evil.
So where do we?
So I think he sits in the very comfy B tier at this point.
All right,
I think he sits B tier.
I'll take
because he's. If we were talking premium, I'd easily say AS tier, but when we've got V premium, it's just like no.
Yeah. As long as I'm probably just gonna grind the heck out of this deck while Kokushigarasu is still available, and then blow it up when Fugen comes out.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have a different fight here.
Mr. Different Fight himself.
Where do we put this guy? Because he isn't the Sentinel Buster that he used to be, just because he doesn't do the grade 3 drive check isn't as good. Like, the ability isn't as good because before it would just blow up a PG and then you could
they had to nerf it because honestly blowing up the PGs in V would be a bit too strong. So it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But he is still a very strong card on his own is the issue.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So I do think he belongs in A at this point.
All right, I'll put him there. I do really like him.
Yeah.
Those of you who haven't watched my my Dai Kaiser versus Asha video, it was really fun. And next we have Dayusha Reverse.
Yeah, bit of an interesting one here is the honest response.
Yeah, when I saw it, I said this is my second favorite Dimension Police unit in this set.
Well, the first one's obviously Enigma Storm, so it makes sense.
Yes.
Nothing beats Enigma Storm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that thing's back. But as for Dayusha, he's honestly reliant on, again, old VRs.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
He needs that good old great Dayusha to get the 3 Vanguard swing, honestly.
Yeah. It does it. I feel like he would straight up just be an S tier if he didn't have the claw, the dimensional robo
clause. Yeah.
So I guess we would just put him in C.
Yeah, he has to go C because that dimensional robo clause, he needs to have Great Diusha to probably go off. It's either you either need Great Diusha or you need Die Liner. Both of which are VRs.
Yeah, and ridiculously expensive. Not ridiculously, but like they're just expensive.
They are very expensive.
All right. So next we have DDD.
Yeah.
Dauntless Drive. I like that. I like that he passes on his skills. I feel like that puts him at least at A.
Yeah, definitely. At least an A. He passing on his skills. He's just had a reprint as well, which makes him even more accessible.
Yeah, and then pair him with Best Boy Dragon Monk Goku.
Honestly, pairing him with Rebirth is even more fun.
That is true. It's a lot of discarding, though.
Honestly, I could say we could push him for an S even, because he's honestly a really good supporting grade 3.
I'd agree. All right. Okay, on to his alter ego. We have Reverse.
Yeah. And it seems to be the common trend of reverses aren't as good as their usual version.
I do like what the reverse does. I just don't like how much it costs.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess we just.
I think he goes into B at this point because he's a fun deck.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be fair to put him. I don't think it'd be fair to put him any lower.
Yeah, no, because he's not the thing he's reliant on is also Clan Collection, so it's not like it's a hard reliance to come by.
That is true. Plus, like we just said, regular Dauntless is getting reprinted, so
yeah,
not too bad. All right, next we have the Rebirth. So
it's just a Kagero run at this point. Just get them all done at once.
Yeah, pretty much. When I was naming these things, I didn't realize how they come out in the list. So we have Rebirth. Basically the same as the original Rebirth, except you get an imaginary gift this time around.
Yeah, I honestly think he's literally as strong as Dauntless Reverse. Personally, he's like nice, but he requires you to lock your entire field.
Yeah,
and doesn't gain enough to warrant that retiring your entire field.
So do we put the poster boy for this set in C?
I think we put him in B. I think we put him in B. Okay. Because his reliance is on Dauntless, which if we're going to put him in C, then Dauntless Reverse would have to be C as well.
That is true.
Plus also the fact of, why would you play Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth when you've got the X-End combos? Is the honest response.
I guess the only reasoning would be I want to eat this month.
Yeah, true. That is the only valid excuse. I want food.
All right. Next we have Drag Ruler Phantom. So I
know nothing about him, so I'm completely clueless.
One thing is he does his abilities do revolve around Mordred.
That answers that question instantly. That answers that question instantly where he goes.
So is it? I guess it's D for don't.
No, C, because he does still technically do stuff, but why do they do the cards for Clan Collection that are heavily reliant on VRs is my issue.
They're getting us ready for the VR reprint set. I hope.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah. Bushy, if you ever watch this, if anyone from Bushy ever watches this, just give us a full common reprint set of all the VRs. I will not play.
Although, to be honest, the only VR I need at this point is bloody Lucia, and even then I wouldn't play the deck.
I feel you.
But I think I'll get to the Silverthorn rank when Lucia Reverse comes up.
We'll get there soon. All right, next we have...
We'll get there soon.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Spike Brothers as a whole. I don't enjoy the clan one bit, so I'm no good for ranking those at all.
So I really like regular... it's the same thing. Regular Dudley Emperor, I feel, is a lot better, just because it is a deck that requires...
So basically the common reverse trend of...
Yeah. I'm just gonna put the...
Yeah.
Although reverse is... He's still okay. I just find that I get more value out of Dudley Emperor, because the +5 to rear guards that attack. And then you keep proccing things off of if this goes to the bottom of the deck. So there have been times where I've just had 2 Emperors out on the field. One is a Vanguard, one is a rear guard, and my front row rear guards are just getting +10k for no reason. So I will put Dudley Emperor at B, I guess. I don't think I would be confident putting him in the same level as Chaos Breaker. So
no.
And then I'll put reverse in D.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that feels good. I think that's a good feel. Okay.
Yeah.
So this next one, we'll do Dungaree first. Just to talk about the other two together. So Dungaree, he's grade. He is a grade 3, 17k base, but you have to bind at least 3 things every turn to get it.
Honestly, though, for self-bind for Narukami is not too bad because of all the Vanquisher support.
That is true.
And he has been getting quite a few V premium tops in Springfest.
Really? I haven't been.
Dungaree's actually been getting some tops out of it, so I do feel he belongs at least in A tier at this point.
Okay,
he actually does have a presence behind him, which is nice.
Okay, I'm not gonna go against Springfest results. So
yeah, he's more the fact of he's good budget Narukami. When you look at the rest of Narukami, that's VRs and VRs.
That is very true. Does the 17k base have anything to do with it, or is it just...
The 17k base is really nice, but it's more the fact of you can keep constantly getting that 5 in bind to put your triggers back to deck again, then keep triggering your triggers.
That is true. I didn't take that into consideration. I'll probably put it...
Alright.
Okay, next we have Spectral Dupe and Duke. I love Spectral Duke. One of the first decks I ever semi-finished when I first started playing.
Yeah.
Back in the Dark Ages.
The Dark.
Yeah.
Ages of when Gold Paladin dominated.
20. What was that? 2013. No,
2012. 2012 he was around.
I remember buying a box of EB3, trying to Spectral Duke, because I played in Asia, and Dukes were not very readily available, so I had to buy boxes. I saved up a whole month to buy this box. I was eating crackers for lunch, and I bought the box. And lo and behold, I got a Dudley instead.
I was saying you got Dudley, didn't you?
I hated it. But restanding, you get 5 drive checks at Limit Break 4, basically. Pretty good deck. I do really like it. He is the reason that I started playing Vanguard again.
Yeah.
I guess I would just put him... Do we put him in A?
He's either A or S, honestly, because he honestly has been very popular for a long while now.
Mm-hmm. I'll put
the only reason he dropped off is because I actually did something with Percival finally.
Yeah, Percival is.
The one that's going to cause so many issues for the rest of this list.
I know. S for Spectral Duke.
S for Spectral Duke. And honestly, his twin goes alongside him. He's just as strong.
That is true. I actually do have 2 videos coming out for decks that I'll be building when 5 and 6 come out, and Dupe is on that list.
Yeah.
We did talk about potentially accidentally healing a 5th damage, which is why I will be doing like a
16 crit?
Yeah, if I can. Or closest thing to 16 crit as I can. But yeah, those 2, they're so... I love the art as well.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get a reverse SP of Spectral Dupe.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky enough. Anyway, we move on to Steam Maiden Elul. This is a weird one for me personally, because I didn't get the Chronojet TD, and she doesn't have maximum output if you don't have Ulurus.
Yeah, it's either buy a trial deck or get the SP Ulurus.
And sadly, whichever way you go, it'll still be around the same price.
Yeah.
So
well, honestly though, she is a very strong deck. She was B tier until the new Clan Collection dropped. And the new grade 1-2 in that wave does honestly push her up to be very, very strong deck now.
Yeah, because I have the deck, and it is really fun to play as well. You just keep time leaping. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So she goes into A.
Yep.
All right.
Especially now we've got the Gear Puppy promo coming out that counts as a grade 4 in the bind zone.
Oh yes, yes. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have I believe this is going to be our only trio. We have the Ethics Busters.
And the judge in me says I want to put Ethics Buster, the trio of them, all in that bloody D tier because of the ruling pains that Ethics on top of Ethics causes.
So annoying.
Ethics on top of Ethics is the worst pain to judge ever. I don't like it.
It is really annoying.
It's an attack within an attack.
Yeah.
That is what makes it bad.
I know. The worst part is for me too. When I was putting all these images in, I dreaded this part of the list because I knew that as much as I love beast deities, they probably aren't going to be very high in terms of at least V premium.
Reverse isn't bad. I'll give him his due. Reverse 12 crit version can cheese out games.
That is true.
But he is heavily... the highest I'd ever put it would be C tier.
Okay.
For the fact that he's reliant on so much of the other Ethics Buster engine.
That is true. And Ethics Buster itself, which is also getting reprinted, so...
Yeah, but... and then the other 2 I couldn't even put into C tier. That's how bad they are.
Alright. You guys go into D for now. As much as I love you guys, I can't. It's so hard.
I can see why they put the once per turn clause on extreme, because you're standing the Vanguard. But they could have put the Vanguard stand at once per turn and left the rest of it based on your drive checks like it used to be.
Yeah. And I don't really like that you have to match grades. It's weird to me.
Matching grades I don't mind, because you do run a nice variety of grades anyway.
I guess.
Plus you have got a Luminal Dragon for putting on rear guards as well to count for grade 3s.
That is true.
So it does if it didn't have the once per turn restriction on it, it could be a very thought process deck of getting your units positioned perfectly for the multi-attack combos.
That is true. I just don't like how much more you have to think with this version of Beast Deities. Like back then, you just Unga Boonga, I attack.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. Next, we have Grandazel Scissors.
You can't put it anywhere higher.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't put it higher than C for the sheer amount of VRs the deck needs.
3. Is it 3? Yeah.
3 VRs.
You have regular and then platinum. Oh my god. This
is why you shouldn't make Ezreals all VRs.
Yeah.
Although technically for the memes, I technically want to put him in S. Because he should have been a VR to match the rest of them. Just for the memes. Just for the memes, he should have been in VR to match the rest of the assholes.
We'll just leave him up there and then we'll put him back down later. We'll give him
he can stay there for the memes.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Mesmerizing Witch Fianna. So, Shadow Paladin witches are kind
of
weird.
I've actually been testing them. This is what my other new favourite deck outside of Kakaitis.
Really?
So I've been testing these. I've been testing witches since
Etain came out, or
the new one dropped a lot more.
Yeah.
I think Etain and we've also got the promo Dana. Etain and the Dana promo, witches actually get very scary very quickly with those two cards alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I'm sitting on a playset of this then.
Dana being a rest cool 2 grade. Dana is a free rest cool 2 grade zeros from your opponent's drop zone.
Okay, that's good.
Which if you can do that before you're getting into the Fem combos, Fem gets her drive check if they have no more grade zeros in the drop. So it's easy enabling the combos. So honestly, she's not strong enough to be put into A, unfortunately. But she very much is a B tier deck.
All right, we'll put her there.
Very fun to play. I love swinging with my 2 Vanguards that are 33k plus with crits, and both have twin drive.
Sounds like another card that'll show up on this list later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Etain will very much be showing up soon.
Oh, I don't think I put her in here. But where would you put her? Put Etain? Because I
know Etain would. Etain I feel would have to be into C because it is very much witch reliant.
Yeah, that is true.
So you need to be either having Skull Witch Nemains or being put into a solid witch tier with it, solid witch deck. I'm so glad Luard can't use the damn thing.
Yeah, that would have, because people were going crazy when Eldona was showing up.
Yeah.
All right, next we have Fortuna.
I can't even remember what Fortuna is the one that mass stacked your deck, wasn't she? For Soul Blast?
I believe so. I actually have to search.
I'd say it didn't interest me in the slightest. I never thought it.
Okay, so her ability, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 or more cards. Look at the same number of cards from the top of your deck as cards Soul Blasted for this cost. Put them on the top of your deck in any order. When she attacks, choose any number of rear guards and Soul Charge 1 for each unit chosen. And then once per turn, when a trigger is revealed for your damage check, you get an imaginary gift Force.
I think it's just don't at this point. It just sounds so bad.
All right. Bye, Fortuna. All right.
So the more and more I listen to it, it's just like, and where's the upside to all this?
Like, I have to trigger damage. Like, I feel like that was probably the only consolation. Like, you ride this first grade 3 turn, you figure some stuff out, like you stack your deck for the next couple of turns, or like maybe turn or two, and then you take one trigger damage, and then you ride into like another grade 3.
Yeah.
But it does suck that she was like the main grade 3 of the Genesis lot that came out with the set that she was in.
Yeah, because the two alongside of her are amazing. Because that was chamomile and oranges.
Oh,
wasn't it?
Yeah, they're the reason I built a Pyrethra deck. Actually, they're so fun.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have the new Regalia, Frigg. So she's the more aggro version.
Frigg.
Yeah. She deals the extra damage, right? For 5 divine.
Yeah, she's honestly a very solid deck. She's got the anti-targeting compared to the anti-retire of Angelica, so it's literally the other side of the coin. I do feel that she's going to instantly slot straight into A tier again.
All right.
Because she's that solid. Obviously, her support alongside her goes with still works alongside the Yggdrasil norm combos.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Okay. Let's see. So next we have we're going to church for a little bit. We have the two fromages, the two nuns with guns.
Yeah. This is the one I've been testing this recently because I've been trying to get my list perfect for it because it's honestly fun deck.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, that's as high as it goes. Is fun deck.
Okay, for both.
For both, yeah. So, as high as you can. They're missing. It feels like they're missing stuff still.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like the fromage reverse stacking is really nice.
Yeah.
But then when you're locking your entire back row and only gaining 15k out of it, and your front row's not gaining enough on top of it anyway.
Yeah, that is true.
It's barely anything to guard.
Mm-hmm. I actually did post up a video today as of recording, and this is one of the decks that I really want to build. It's just it's just not the number one deck that I want to build because it's so counterproductive, I guess, to itself. Because you have things like Kasata, you have I don't think Battle Sisters had the +10 for drive check triggers, so but yeah, things like Kasata and thing where you just get +10k for revealing triggers on drive checks. You kind of just kill that if you lock it. So
Kasata was you've got the one that's boosting itself if you get a trigger, and then there was the one that tucks itself to soul, but only your first drive check gave an extra 10k. So it's just like jumping through too many hoops at that point that you just can't justify the deck.
That is true. At least they aren't down in C or D.
Yeah, they're honestly a very fun deck to play. Don't get me wrong; you can be very scary with a deck. It's just they needed that little bit more, I feel.
They do. I think that I really do want to get a Parfait or a Monica. I don't want Persona blasting again. But
no. It's gonna be Limit Break 4 Persona Blast just to make it even better. We're gonna get Chrome Jailer redone in Battle Sisters.
Oh my god. I'm not even gonna get into that. Next we have Fugen. So Fugen, evil decoys and crits for days, basically.
Yeah, crits days and generates protects.
Where does?
But it's just like there's so many better options. Is the honest response.
Yeah.
Because if you're using him, why are you not going for Hanzo that better abuses the evil decoy token?
That is true. Honestly, even in his own set, he kind of gets outshined by Gladio.
Yeah. Gladio just makes tokens better, is the honest response.
Yeah. So I guess Fugen goes in D?
Yeah, I feel he does, yeah.
Alright. Sorry, Fugen. Next we have Gastille.
Oh, god damn it. Problem child.
Yeah. So I actually play him with Amon. I just sprint to 20, ride Gastille, and then call Hope on Damp, and then call it a game.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But outside of that, the thing is though, you then say as he's relying on more and more other cards to actually be good though is the issue.
That is true. So he goes into C.
C, yeah.
But he is a good. I do stand by that he's a pretty. He's a fun card to just slap on the field. Your opponent goes, "What is that?"
Yeah, I know those words too well.
All right. Next we have Thundering Ripple Genovius. So new card.
Still got PTSD from old school Ripples.
Oh, I loved old school Ripples.
Odysseus should be banned.
I don't know how to feel about this one though. He is locked kind of behind the Limit Break 4 clause. If your opponent just keeps you at 4 or is playing Force 2 and has just 2 crits for the rest of the game, then you're kind of just scared at 3. So you're counterblasting 1 to restand 1,
and you're also reliant on gaining the power.
Yeah.
That you've actually hit the grade 2.
Mm-hmm. That is true. So
yes, the grade 2 can tuck himself into Soul later, but it's still that reliance of needing that grade 2. I just don't like. If it was premium, I'd be screaming ban it, ban it, ban it, because Odysseus is a thing. Yeah. Four Axel markers in 1 turn is not a fair and balanced cast.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess he goes into D.
Yeah, he's a D tier, unfortunately. He's just not amazing for me.
I still want to build him. I still do want to build him for nostalgia's sake, but I don't know. I'll probably not have a very positive win rate with him.
I only want that set of Clan Collection for the Narissas and the Pursuit Assaults that are sitting in it. That's all I want.
Yeah, when I saw that Narissas were getting reprinted, I was like, thank God I sold all of mine.
Yeah, Narissa, Pursuit Assault, perfect. That's the what carries Aquaforce this Clan Collection. Yeah, those 2 reprinted.
True, very true. I would have been okay with like a Tetra Boil or something.
I wanted bloody Transcore to be the great.
Oh yeah, Transcore would have been nice too. Like, it's not every day you get a dragon with an anchor for a weapon.
Yeah. He'd have been so well received because he's one of the iconic units that everyone remembers because of the anime.
That is true. All right, moving on, we have Gigano Blazer. This was from Clan Selection 2.
Yeah, the really, really old Tachikate card that I think it's just looked over by everyone at this point.
I don't actually remember what his abilities are. Should we read them?
Yeah, that's what I'm now looking, because I don't remember his abilities at all.
Yeah, because I don't want to I don't want to unfairly put him in D.
Here we go. During your turn, if 3 or more crit gauges are put on units, all your front row gains 5k.
I think we he goes in D. I don't know.
Yeah, I literally read that first line and he's like, you got to put 3 gauges down this turn just to gain 5k. That first line alone said it enough. And then the worst part is his second skill's an act.
Yeah.
So it's not even multi-attacking in the battle phase. Sorry, you're gone.
Yeah. Okay, next. This one actually I think is the first time we'll have the reverse of what we have with the with the reverse pairs. We have Giraffas.
Yeah, I think this is the one that we have got Ethics Buster reverse above Ethics Buster.
That is true. Right.
But I think this is the first time we're actually going to get a reverse high up bullet. Oh no, it's not. We've got Duke and Dupe on bloody S tier. But honestly, the Giraffe pair is really solid.
Yeah, they're really good. I really want to
force call from your opponent's hand. They can't. It's forced to be 1 no matter what, which is really good. Mm-hmm. They don't get any auto abilities off the cards they call, which is even better. Mm-hmm. So honestly, I think they're both sitting A. They're both really solid cards.
Yeah, I really like Giraffa. It's the first, because I bought all the Gridora stuff when I first got back in to Vanguard, but I never put it together. Giraffa was the first Mega Colony deck that I actually built to completion. My only
I think we're actually nothing. I'll let you finish.
Okay. So my only kind of gripe with Yura Giraffa is if you unless you're able to get like a bunch of grade 3 Giraffas into your soul early game, your opponent kind of has a good time. But other than that, like, you don't have to discard anything. Your front row gets a minimum plus 15. If you force call like 3, then you get 45 to your front row and restand.
Yeah,
it's completely that's just disgusting. But yeah, my only concern is it's one of those decks that takes a little bit more time.
Yeah, because you have got the grade 2 that puts one of your rear guards into Soul to then block off your opponent's intercepting for the entire turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use that to put Giraffas into Soul.
That is true too.
And then you can go into then with Uragarafa, you've got the grade 3 in Soul, so you can do it from turn 3 onwards.
Mm-hmm. Unless your opponent has just hand for days.
You're
kind of.
But no, I think it's finally going to put
really
Mega Collie on. I think it's going to finally put Mega Collie back into being play again, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, next we have Recursion of Perpetuity Gladial Dragon. So the better token deck in Clan Selection 6.
Yeah. And honestly, it's fun. But unfortunately, it suffers from the main issue of its Neonectars. The honest response. Neonectars, for some absurd reason, never get broken support. Because of Katrina.
Oh, yeah.
Katrina caused so many issues. They've never given Neonectar good support past that.
Yeah, our what do you call it? Our descendants will feel the pain of Katrina, I feel.
Yeah.
So I guess it goes into B.
Yeah, it goes into B because it's not relying on other stuff. She literally is her own deck.
Yeah,
which is really nice.
And
it works quite nicely with Wisteria from the last Clan Selection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my plan actually.
Yeah,
it's Gladiol, probably like two Master Wisterias, and then Fruits Assort Dragon, the one that gets
the restricts. Yeah.
That was sort of my game plan for it.
Yeah.
All right, next we have Glendios, Omega Glendios.
D. He's actually despite how awesome he looks,
I know,
and how interesting they've made him. I was testing it literally a couple of days ago. He's so bad. Yeah. He is so bad.
I feel like people I don't know. When I was doing the decks that I want to build for Clan Collection 6, I had the same sort of idea. Like back then when he first came out, decks didn't have the same type of, like out options that they do now. So it really doesn't feel as oppressive anymore because you just have so many more options.
Well, it's more the fact of outside of Zirconium, only your Vanguard can lock stuff.
Yeah, that too.
The issue comes in.
Yeah, we didn't get Reverse Cradle either, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's where the issue coming in. It's just like, and now with the new reverse ruling of if you ride a reverse, it's a vanilla. It just punishes you even harder if you miss Glendios. Yeah. Because you're literally then sitting on a 12k single drive Vanguard that does nothing.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Enough about him. I don't want to talk about him anymore. We go on. Yeah. We go on to the best monkey boy in the game, Dragon Monk Goku. Triple drive and works well with Dauntless because you get more chances to double dry check.
Yeah.
It probably is. He really isn't amazing.
Yeah, no. He need as much. Even though Dauntless is reprinted, he needs Dauntless to actually do anything. Yeah, is the honest response.
Yeah. So, do we put him in C or D?
So no, I think you were right putting him in C tier at that.
All right.
I think C because he can still do stuff. But he is still heavily reliant on having to see Dauntless first.
Yeah, that is very true. All right. Next, we have Hamske's something rival, Hamyun. This one is a pretty old one, too. I think this was a Clan Selection one as well.
Yeah, that's Clan Selection as well.
Where do we put this? I have no knowledge on him whatsoever.
Oh, Hamskes are a very fun deck. It's a multi-Vanguard swing deck. You're stacking the bottom of your deck and then riding from the bottom of your deck. You can generate 3 Axels a turn.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a very fun deck.
Okay.
It's a very fun deck.
So you go.
But that's as high as it can go because might get better with the new promo, because the new promo says that your reloaded Vanguard doesn't lose drive checks.
Oh my!
So it then becomes more power behind it.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
But it's very much struggling at this point.
Mm-hmm. I honestly, I just want someone to top with it.
Yeah.
'Cause you can just imagine, right? Like, you have all these decks that have amazing looking, machines and dragons and knights and everything, and then you just get beaten out by a bunch of school hamsters. It's amazing. Okay, next we have Hanzo II. Honestly, have no idea why they made this card. While
well, he can't be anywhere but C because he's in the same situation of he needs a VR.
Yeah, that is true. At least he isn't in D. He's still.
Trust me, Hanzo's a very good. Yeah, Hanzo's a good deck, but you can't place him higher than C because he needs the VR Hanzo.
That is true. All right. Next we have Himiko Reverse.
I think everything's just I think we're going to end up with the C tier being the biggest at this point.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Because it's really good. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
But you're reliant on Himiko again.
Yeah. It's just I'm hoping the VR reprint set comes sooner than later.
Yeah. Definitely. Because there's so much here that I want to play with that's locked behind VRs.
Yeah. It sucks. It's paywalls.
Yep.
All right. Next we have Origin Mage Ildona. So, I do kind of want to look at him as like a deck master. Like if you were to try to build around him, because I know that
you can't build around him. You literally can't.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I'm like, you can. No, I'll just throw him in Luard and call it a day.
He's literally just chuck him in Luard, but even then, it doesn't. Everyone's screaming that it's broken in Luard. It's honestly not, because you're giving by putting it in Luard, you're giving more points of okay, I can damage deny you here. Stop this, and this going off. It's making the deck more volatile.
I see.
So I honestly couldn't put him but he's really good card, don't get me wrong. But you're giving more shatter points to beating Luard. So I think he sits in A at this point.
A? Alright.
A. He's still very good, don't get me wrong.
Okay. I'm actually surprised. I thought he would be in like B or something.
No, he's still a very solid card.
Yeah.
Because he provides so much
Claret too.
Yeah, he's really good for Claret, yeah. but if we talking Claret, then he needs to I'd be showing him in C tier because yet again VRs. But no, he's still a really solid card.
All right. So next we have Infinite Zero.
Next card and shuffle right next to Glendy. Shuffle. Right next to Glendy.
Yeah, I had.
It's limit break 4. It's limit break 4 for actual locking.
Yeah, it's. Oh my god! I tried my best to make this card work. It just. I can't.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have our first, I believe, G Guardian turned into grade 3 unit. We have Juggernaut Maximum.
Yep. He's honestly, there's two ways of going with it. And there's his own solid deck, and obviously there's taking him in with good old Rising Nova, like every other Spike Brothers grade 3.
Yeah.
On his own deck, he seems to be fun.
Okay.
But he shines better with Rising Nova, but yet again, that's relying on VRs again. So I feel best off putting him in B tier.
Okay.
Because his own solid deck still is very nice.
I still do. I do think though that I still do prefer Dudley over it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Next, this one, my opinion will change drastically depending on how her first ability works. This is a Circular Saw Kyriel. So in regard to her first skill, can you get that extra protect on first ride? Is that
yes?
Can you sequence it?
Yes.
Like that? Okay.
You could literally get it first turn. Yeah.
Okay. That was my only concern, because I was like,
yeah, because you ride up instantly, gain your marker, then you get her continuous ability, her auto ability of place you've got the marker, you can generate another marker.
Okay.
The deck is dumb. Who thought rescue checks after Gavra were a good thing to bring back again?
I know, she's so scary.
He's actually that scary.
So
it's Gavril version 2.0 is the honest response, without, because you've got bloody, what's her name? The grade 2 double rare.
Amputation Angel.
Yeah, she's literally the Hamiel for the deck.
Yeah. I was thinking her and Ramiel. So you would you just set up your field with Kyria, ride into Ramiel, and then restand your Amputation Angels.
Well, no, you don't need to, because Kyria herself does multi-attack.
Oh, does she? Okay.
Yeah, when she attacks, you get to call cards for the number of protect you've got.
Oh, okay.
And then do yourself damage in the battle phase.
Okay. I just can't read.
Yeah, she's honestly a very solid deck, and if it weren't for the fact that I can't buy Amputation Angels and Sectio Angels, I'll be building the deck.
Does that make her C?
I don't want to put her in C because she's not reliant on the cards.
Okay.
They just make her so much better. But honestly, I feel that she could be VR worthy because she is that strong.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
She's a lot of fun.
She's really
yes,
good,
it's Protect 2, which is obviously the least liked marker, but it's so much aggro pressure for a Protect 2 deck.
Yeah.
It's honestly easily could be a VR and no one would bat an eyelid.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Kyriel's so good. And considering that she just started off as a limit break 4+5.
Yeah, and then on ride calls up to a damage zone.
Yeah. Love the glow up. All right, next we have Lawkeeper. I'll put him beside his buddy here.
Yeah, he very much needs to go next to his buddy. We discussed him earlier. He's not going anywhere else.
Yeah. Next we have Ancient Dragon Tyranno Legend. So
he's in a random spot. I thought we were the L's.
I think I just called him. I think I just saved him as Legend because I didn't want to type the whole name.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I could put him down if you want. We could talk about the next one.
Nah.
All right. So Tyranno.
Actually, no. Pop him next to Spino Driver because technically they come as a package because it's all the Ancient Dragon support at that point.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna. There we go. Okay. We'll circle back.
Yeah.
All right. So up next we have Leopold Reverse.
It's actually honestly Leopold Reverse. The change they did to him for the lottery is very interesting. The only issue is there's one keyword he says on him that makes him painful.
I think I know where this is going.
And that's his Leopold.
Yeah.
Is a common trend with these reverses.
Yeah. So we put him in C, or
don't get me wrong, he's got a very solid skill. But the fact he needs a Leopold makes him bad.
Yeah. Okay. To see you go. We should probably do like a reverse check at the end of this, like just see how many reverses are in each of these, because I feel like C will just have almost all of them.
Yeah, C's got most of them for the fact of they're the ones that are reliant too much on. Like, I think Cecilia's the only one that's actually managed to escape it for the fact of we were nice to Cecilia.
Yeah, we also do have Dupe up in S right now.
Yeah, but Dupe doesn't need Dupe so much.
That is true. Yeah, and Giraffe also.
Most of the ones higher up because the ones they need are also Clan Collection.
Yeah,
they're not VRs.
That is true. All right, next we have one card that came out with our favorite polar bear.
Yeah.
Been overlooked. We have Lox. I haven't really heard anything about the elephant recently.
I've never heard. All I've seen is bad stuff from the elephant. Is the honest response.
All right, good. Okay, I guess that we just put him there. Sorry to anybody who plays him. I loved the ride chain back then. The art was so cute.
Oh yeah, the Lox ride chain was really nice.
Yeah.
But that's as far as we go.
Yeah. All right, next is Dudley Lucifer, and I just want to put him in C because like Dudleys were not good until Emperor came out, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's too reliant on Emperor, unfortunately.
Yeah. I do want to just put him in C because he does counter charge for basically free in Spike. So still a pretty good card. Just isn't good as a main grade 3. All right.
Time for my rant. Well, let's start off with the fact she's reliant on not 1 but 2 VRs.
Yeah.
She's a boring ass deck to bloody play. She's nothing of the Pale Moon archetype of multi-attacking from the soul. I couldn't put her above C tier, and that's being generous. The deck is so dull to play. Why is it Silverthorn? Why is it called Pale Moon when it's not multi-attacking from the soul? It's literally call a field, swing at your face, and then that's me done.
Yeah. I don't know. So I guess she goes in. D.
No, she's good. Technically, is a good deck. It's just my absolute hatred of how dull the deck is.
Okay.
She is a C tier card because she is too reliant on Lukiez.
All right, sounds good. I've played her too, and like it feels like just such a high roll deck. Like if you don't start off well, you're just kind of screwed the rest of the game.
Yeah. If you're forced to ride into her with no other access to Lukiez, you're losing.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. All right, next we have Maelstrom Reverse. So, I actually kind of like this one. I don't know if it's my favorite. I don't think that he's
on
terrible.
the Japanese side. On the Japanese side, it actually it caused them to actually go back to doing a 2-2 split on heal guardians and 20k heals.
Oh my god.
Because Maelstrom is that scary because you only allowed 1 card guarding.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I feel he very much... But the problem is, he's sitting on the exact same situation as every other single reverse. Needs VRs.
Yeah. Thankfully, last time I checked, glories weren't as ridiculously expensive as the regular ones. So you can
but glory, you don't need that much of. It's mainly base Maelstrom.
That is true, too.
Unfortunately, it can't go above C because of the dumb needing VRs.
I agree, but he is a fun deck. I do.
He's a fun deck. Yes, definitely agree with that part.
All right. This next one, I'm just gonna put it right next to it. I guess is Magatsu Reverse.
Yeah, it's very fun deck, but again, VRs.
Yep, I paid that.
They reprinted all the other Magatsus in his support package, except the VR.
It was so.
Oh, you want a Magatsu bundle? Here you go. Oh, by the way, you're missing the 1 grade 3 that you actually want. Yeah. Because Reverse is a rearguard skill.
Yeah. Oh my god. I paid the premium for it, but I can't afford the 4th one. I just can't. It's too much for me right now. But yeah, I still really do want to build the deck. But moving on, we have Master Beetle. This was a deck that I was interested in. Because I liked Master Beetle's card design. I just don't.
It brings us back to the old Mega.
Yeah, it does.
It's old school Mega Colony style of actually stunning the rear guards, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But there's just not enough stunning the rear guard support is the issue.
That is true. So
unfortunately, I do think he belongs in D tier because he's just under supported.
Mm-hmm. I agree. As much as I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Next is the only Nova Grappler deck that I haven't put together yet. Ultimate Riser Mega Flare.
Yeah. Where's the rest of the risers?
Yeah.
Is my honest response.
Yeah, the reason I didn't build it.
It's what. Unfortunately, the reason I don't like Clan Collection, because they do cool archetypes, but they do 3 cards or 2 cards and leave it at that.
Yeah, and it's becoming. And people are just they're giving us more and more grade 3s nowadays for certain clans, so we don't even get.
Yeah, like the last Clan Collection, there was so many of the clans that were 2 or 3 grade 3s.
Yeah.
It's just like, go back and properly develop one of the archetypes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Because like what the last one we just got, they could have skipped Cosmolord, they could have skipped the War Deity Azura Kaiser, and given us another Riser Legion.
That is true. Or at least given us like better beast deities. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have done the full finished off the beast deities properly, but 3 random grade 3 bosses just made Nova Grapplers suffer.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Especially when you look and see 2 of the new grade 3s are already sitting in D tier.
Oh my god. So I guess Riser joins its Nova Grappler.
Yeah, all the Nova Grapplers together.
Yeah, there we go.
All in a line, how bad they sit side by side.
I'm scared for when we get to War Deity because I really want to build that deck. But I don't think it'll go any higher than.
Azura Kaiser wasn't a V.
No, Azura Kaiser is getting reprinted, I think, isn't he?
Or... Oh, it's getting reprinted. So I think we could push V for that when we get to it, but we'll discuss that when we get there.
All right. Next, we have Nebula Lord. This thing wreaked havoc when I was a college student.
Yeah, back in Limit Break, he was an absolute nightmare. Even before we got Chaos Breaker.
Yeah.
And honestly, he's not bad currently, but he needs so much other bits of Link Joker support around him for Star Vaders that you're forced to buy into multiple clan collections. It's just like you can't put him above C because it forces you to buy 4 different waves of clan collection.
That is true. It's kind of looking at it now though. Like Star Vaders have been eating pretty well since Clan Collection started coming, because that's really the only. That's
the only time they've ever been support. Yeah, that's the only archetype they've got. Is literally been Star Vader. It's literally been 4 waves of Star Vaders.
Yeah.
It was Chaos Breaker, Infinite Zero, and Nebula Lord. Now Glendios.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
And we can skip the next one. We can skip the next one. So the next one is actually the 7C support.
Yeah, Oguchi something.
Yeah. Oh, Gooey, I've literally just finished a best of 3 recording with Orange for this.
And how?
I hate that bloody worm. Is the honest response.
So we just we put it up and it should be a VR.
No, it shouldn't be a VR. It's honestly very solid support for 7Cs.
Yeah,
it's literally 7C Skull Dragon, basically.
Yeah. And what's his face?
Night Mist.
Yeah, there we go. Johnny Depp is getting reprinted too. So
yeah, he's in the set as well. So honestly, he's not a boss is the problem. Yeah, so I can't justify putting him in A is the issue.
I guess
because the boss is always going to be Night Rose, not Night Rose, Night Mist.
Night Mist. So should we put him? Should we put him?
No, we'll put Ildona in A, so we can't. So yeah, okay. No, put him in A.
Oh, okay.
He's very solid support for Night Mist.
All right. Sounds good. All right, we're
and then going from the good side of Grand Blue. Yeah, I'd say we're going from the good side of Grand Blue to the side of Grand Blue.
Yeah, I actually I built this deck. I splashed I think just 2 Casiduses into it, and I have a lot of fun. But it really depends on matchup.
I have tested it as well, but I went for the Ghosty engine.
Oh,
because
yeah, I can see why. Yeah, there's a lot of,
and it's just like, it's okay, but it's reliant on so much stuff to properly go off.
That is true.
It's just like absolute pain to play.
Yeah.
So C or D is the question.
C or D. I do like the deck. So I'm more in favor of C, just as a mercy.
Yeah, we'll give him mercy. He can go and C then.
All right. Okay, next up is your favorite slap.
You mean Doxy's favorite card?
Yep.
He loves the bear. Doxy's totally going to kill me after this. Honestly, he is high roll dot deck, but he's lots of fun at the same time. So I can't put him as near perfect because you are very piece reliant. But I think he definitely slides straight into B because he is very fun to play.
Agreed. I was there when Dox got pounded into the ground by an angry grizzly bear. And it actually, you actually got me to buy all the pieces for it. I just have to put it together.
There you go. Proof it's a fun deck.
Yep. Okay, so next is Prominence Core.
Pain. It was okay until they did the wrong Percival restriction.
Yeah.
The moment they put Percival to 1, Core just died.
Yeah. So I guess he goes into D.
I'm gonna argue C, more for the fact of Holy Shine Dragon does half save it.
I see.
But I think I'm going to say C for the fact of Holy Shine does let you grab the Percival to then ride Core next turn.
That is true. I actually didn't put Holy Shine in here, just because it doesn't
Holy
stay
Shine
on
should
the
be
Vanguard.
Holy Shine should be SSSS tier because it's absolutely busted and could have caused problems with Gurgit again.
Yeah. Can't wait for that stuff to.
So that's above the. Basically, should have been a VR. Holy Shine Dragon is that should not have been printed in this set at all.
I'll put an edit when I do this in post. I'll just have Holy Shine at the top here.
He should really not be a card, is the honest response for Holy Shine Dragon. He's too strong.
Yeah. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to do that.
If Percival was locked to Liberators, I'd have no issues with Holy Shine Dragon. But the fact of Percival is not locked to Liberators.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
He breaks Gurgit even further.
Yeah. That's. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what happens. When it comes out. But moving on, we have our two Ramiels.
Yeah, Ramiels are fun. I like the Ramiels.
Me too. I just don't know. I don't know. They do feel like they. I can't even sentence. Regular Ramiel I really like for early to mid game, and then just reverse to end. Is kind of it's how everybody.
They're both really the same deck at this point.
So I guess
honestly put both in B because
both in B. Yeah.
It's 2 Clan Collectors back to back, really. But that's what you really need because they put all the good Celestial support in those Clan Collections.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, next, Raptor Colonel. I love this deck. So much.
Yeah, honestly, and I'm more than likely going to get yelled at from the Tachi community, he could have been a VR. Because he's that good.
He could have been. Oh my goodness.
He is literally restanding Vanguard and gains a lot of power.
And then if you play your field right, you can still get more rearguard attacks after the second attack too. So you can still stack triggers on other lanes. So
yeah.
So do we put
I think he could justify being a VR, honestly, because he's that good.
All right, I'll put him there. He is actually my favorite Tachikaze deck ever.
Yeah.
This version of him. The first one was okay.
Yeah.
Didn't restand. And was even harder to get back then. But yeah, Raptor Colonel, S tier. Next we have our Refurades. I have no idea. I have no idea how to play this deck.
Bermuda's. This is the Refurade and Refurade Rock is again. It's the same deck, like all the other stuff. You're Refurading to spam your field with force markers, to then Superior Ride into Refurade Rock on the same turn. Move all those force markers after all your rear guards have attacked onto your Vanguard circle.
Yeah.
And then end of your turn, you separate the force markers back out again.
Oh my gosh.
And Refurade's doing drive checks in the main phase on top of it as well for each of your force markers. So you can generate a lot of plussing with the deck.
That sounds...
It's honestly a very fun... Thing is, though, it's just outshone by the boogeymen of Bermuda. Prisms.
Yeah.
Prisms.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't want to. I don't want to get into that can of worms.
Unfortunately, all that I can say for the Refurade twins for now is fun to play.
Fun to play. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah.
The key rear guards that you'd want would be Aqua and the unless you go looking for lead slots.
Oh, sorry, Matt, you cut out a little bit.
I said unless you go look. I said all of its clan collection, unless you're looking for Lisa Lot.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Lisa Lot needs a reprint soon, please.
Yeah. On the secondary market though, I think she's kind of. Is she affordable? I don't know. I don't know about.
She was literally rare in the Vert set, and then she was trial deck.
Damn. Okay. I see.
Yeah. And this is back when the colourful pastorals came out. That trial deck.
I see.
Okay. So really, really old V.
I was still in Vanguard hibernation at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll let you talk about the next one. He's your favourite.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I've tried so hard to make this guy work consistently. And the worst part is, every time that I try to get like game footage of me using Reiji, it never happens. If I'm playing just, you know, like casually with a friend over Discord or something, then it'll work. One out of every maybe 5 to 10 times. It's just, oh my god, Bushy, you need to let me werewolf thing, not werewolf. The grade ones that just bind themselves. Let me use those as options, please.
Yeah, the fact that he has to bind face down.
Yeah, I love him so much. I tried so hard.
That's fine. Just give him Tearbald that says when placed on Vanguard Circle, turn all your face-up cards in your bind zone face down.
That would be nice. I would like that. I would like that very much, but we don't have it. He is still fun to play, though.
Unfortunately, we know where Reiji.
Yeah.
We know where he has to go, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Objectively, you have to. You don't get a choice.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's got to go there because he is bottom of the barrel.
All right, next we have Duo Temptation Rate. I hope she gets a white art. I don't know if they're gonna do that.
No, it's just the black art.
Nah, that would have been nice to bring back the duo.
Well, they could have done it with all of them, but they did it with none of them.
It sucks. Anyway,
But unfortunately, she's sitting in the exact same position as the. Yeah, she sits in the exact same spot as the Refuades. Can't do anything whilst prisms are a thing.
I see.
It's really solid deck because it's all about manipulating the bind zone like the prisms are.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair and balanced calling from the bind zone, which is where the issues lie. Prisms are unfair.
Yeah.
Call from the bind zone.
That is true. All right. Next, we have our two angry dragons, Raging Fall and Raging Form. I don't. It's a good deck. It's just a lot of the pieces are expensive.
Yeah, but I think the only really expensive stuff left is your Dorian and Claudus at this point, really, because everything's Clan Collection.
I guess so, but I've seen some people play masquerades with them, and that kind
I wouldn't bother though, because you're playing
blaster support mostly.
Yeah, it looks for Mordred Phantom and Blaster Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like they're only using it for the fact of it's got Revenger in its card name.
I guess that's true.
There's enough Revenger.
$5 for a vanilla.
Just to not need him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, $25 for vanilla. So honestly, I think they both slide straight into the A tier situation because they are both solid decks.
All right. Uh-oh. The list is getting too long. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, we are getting to.
Oh, no.
This is when you've got too many bosses and we've still got 3 more rows to go.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Okay. Holy moly. I can't zoom out. Oh my god, I didn't think this through. Can I make? How do I? It won't let me zoom out. I'm control scrolling. I'm alt scrolling. Nothing's happening.
I think we're just gonna have to play the game of just moving up and down.
Okay. To everyone watching, we are so sorry. If you're just listening through audio, then you're fine. But yeah, moving on. We have the new waifu, Ryogi.
Yeah, I've honestly been testing Ryugi. She's a lot of fun. Pairing her with Shirayuki as well.
Oh my god!
Because all the Shirayuki support cards are stealth fiends, so it goes with her. And being able to every single turn add 2 Shirayukis to your hand for no cost whatsoever is absolutely fun.
All right.
So
is she an A or?
Nah, she's not that. She's not amazing. She sits in the fun tiers.
All right. There we go. So just a quick recap for everyone. There's the list so far. Okay, next Salome.
Salome very much goes into the A tier.
All right.
Dual Knights are amazing, is the honest response. She put Dual Knights on the map as a solo deck, restanding Vanguard, lots of pressure.
All right.
Nothing more really to say. She's that solid.
I agree. I really like her. It's just unfortunate that the one time you got to watch me play it, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on, we have Sword Magician Sarah, I believe is her name. I don't remember.
Yep, Sword Magician Sarah. Now this is where I start to.
I loved her old art. This one, something's missing for me. I don't know.
Nah, I prefer this art because you see her face on. You actually get in the full spinning the swords and everything. I really enjoy the art.
That's true.
My issue is, where's my Crimson and Turquoise Beast Tamers? That's what I wanted. I want my Crimson and Turquoise Beast Tamers. But Sarah has her own. She's Bastion. In V format is the honest response. It's a fun deck, but this is the one I've tested religiously for the past month and a half now. And it's so bricky, but when you do high roll, you get stupidly big numbers.
Okay. So does she go into B?
Very much B. Oh. She's not reliant on other stuff because the stuff she needs is all reprinted in her clan collection.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Next we have Shin Malkuth.
Yep. Instantly. Not going anywhere else.
Yeah. Next we have Fantasy Pedalstorm.
The issue with Shiryuki is she's just too costly for my minds in the V format. Especially now we've got Ryugi, which loops normal Shiryuki 10 times better than her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also I don't think she even had Shiryuki printed in her own clan collection.
No, she didn't. I think it wasn't until the last one that we got her.
Shiryuki's been in 2 now. Shiryuki was in this one, and I think Shiryuki came out with whatever the second wave of. I think it was Clan Collection 1 and 2. Shiryuki was in.
Okay, there've just been so many at this point. I can't remember.
Yeah, we've lost track as the honest response. Let me just look it up.
All right. I'm gonna try to.
Because I'm actually curious of this one because I know she was in the next one as well. It was V Series Clan Collection Volume 1. No, there's the V Clan Collection Volume 2. I think it was Nura. Was it Nura Hugo? That one?
Was she reprinted there? It would have made sense because it would have been Bushy's way of saying, "We're sorry we gave you this new grade 3. Have this one instead." I don't know.
Yep, Fantasy Pedalstorm Shiryuki was with Nura Hyuga.
Okay.
So the card you need to go with her isn't even in her clan selection.
It's true.
They're in the clan. Oh, your Shiryukis.
Oh, sorry.
So
you cut out again.
Sorry, I said they printed her in the clan collection after you've gone and bought all your Shiryukis.
Yeah.
So making a redundant reprint.
That is true. It sucks. It sucked, but
yeah.
So I guess she goes in.
I can't even warrant her C at this point. She's just
D.
Not even that fun in V format at all.
All right.
Just suffering.
All right. There she goes. She sits beside her.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have
Tachi.
Yep. Our three ancient dragons. To be honest, my favorite of the 3 is Tyranno Legend.
Yeah. The fact that he can gain power crits just for being called from an effective ancient dragon
is really good.
Yeah.
I think
don't know if Spino Driver Reverse is honestly what I think is going to be the strongest of them all. Because he's literally draw 1, call 1, gauge 1 3 times pretty much.
Makes sense.
On top of Spino Driver having generated Axels on top of that as well. I think those 2 are going to be your main support, is the worst, unfortunate part.
Yeah. So, do we put them in... I don't know if they're on par with anything in A, though.
I honestly feel like the Spino Driver Reverse is a VR-worthy card for how strong he is.
Really? Okay.
He's 3 instances of draw 1, gauge 1, draw 1, call 1, gauge 1 he is.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
And I think he also... Does he field nuke stuff as well?
I don't know.
I haven't seen... he's on my 2 playtest list that I've not done yet.
Hold on.
I'm not a touchy player, so I need to get around to it at some point. It's just... has been my response on doing it.
Let's see.
Spawner reverse. Where are you hiding?
No, he doesn't nuke anything. If your damage as far as lock, front triggers. No, he just gives extra crits and stuff on front triggers.
If Spawner driver, if you have 4 more cards in your damage zones, lock 2. Realize that have a quick gauges, gains skill, front Ancient Dragon. Yeah, so no, he doesn't even do multi. He does take away from the Ancient Dragon multi attack then.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still giving crits to your entire front row that you've already spammed markers for with Spawner Driver.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So I do think he's a VR worthy card at that point.
Okay. Alright, so he's up there. Where do we put Tyranno Legend and regular Spinal Driver?
I think normal Spawner Driver gets himself put into A. He is still a very solid card. He is near perfect. Because he doesn't need Spinal Driver reverse, because obviously you can pair him with Gaia. You can pair him with Anger Blader. He's not that nice generic support card again.
I guess. That
and then
yeah.
I think, unfortunately, Tyranno Legend's just crying in B because he's reliant on Ancient Dragons.
That is true. I just like him.
He's definitely a very cool card. It's just reliant so much on other Ancient Dragons to do stuff.
That makes sense. All right. Next, we have Stan Peony. She's our only JoJo reference in this entire list.
Yeah. Who is my honest response at this point?
Okay.
Who is she? She, don't get me wrong, when she first came out, she had her uses because it was a really solid deck.
Yeah.
But she got power crept way too fast.
Yeah, especially with Gladiol.
She just couldn't keep up with the meta.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah. Especially Gladiol does her job better now, is the honest response.
Yeah. Alright, next we have Steve.
Steve!
Steve!
Steve! the meme of Narukami. He's honestly really interesting support.
He is the first Axel spam of Naruto.
Yeah.
For Eradicators. The only one.
Yeah.
But...
The only issue is we don't have First Under Draco Kid.
Yeah. There's no creeping.
That's where my pain is with him. We don't have First Under Draco Kid superior ride him.
Yeah. So
isn't he also very heavily locked behind Limit Break 4 as well?
I have to double check. I'm not 100% sure. I think he probably is. Requires 4 damage.
Because we know what they're like for doing that.
Let me just double check. Sweet.
Eradicator, Sweep Command Dragon.
You have 4 more damage. Yeah.
That answers that question.
Yep.
I think he's just fun at this point.
Yeah, he is fun. I don't know if because I'm planning to build Vowing Saber. I don't know if I'll put it there, but
no, there's just no need.
Just a meme deck, I guess. All right, and oh my god, it's time for the storm.
Enigma Storm!
Yes!
Definitely B. I can't put him in near perfect because, I'll be blunt, the first skill needing Enigma's Insult is what was the first time out.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you don't need the power, but why put that skill when he's the only Enigman?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it has its premium uses, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, and the fact that he loses all drive checks, I don't really like. I would have been okay with him not getting the extra and then just losing 1.
Oh no, going because he goes from 3 to 0, so you're only losing 1 as such.
I guess,
and you can still use stuff like Dizoras to gain that drive check back.
That is true too.
So I think he's a very fun deck. Does combo nicely with Brad. He's reliant to high heaven and back.
I am so excited for this. This is the first deck that I'm building when it comes out.
Yeah. I'm getting the full box of Clan Collection 5, and I'm just like, I'd build you if I had Brad Blacks and all the others.
Oh.
Needing VR.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, sorry, Matt. You cut out again.
I said at least he doesn't need VRs.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Next, we have Tamamo. I put it in here for the memes.
Yeah. I think he can sit right next to Nura Hyuga at this point.
All right. There we go. Okay. Next, we have Tester Fox. So
they murdered my boy. Yeah. They murdered my boy. I murdered him.
Well, Matt, where do you want to bury him?
He can sit very nicely next to Stan Peony at this point.
Okay.
The fact of they made it that you physically have to retire the Researcher Fox to draw a card.
Yeah.
Instead of how Great Nature has always been of retire and draw.
Yeah.
Just why?
It is really sad. All right. Next we have Tetra Drive.
So Counterblast 1+2K Dragon.
What an OP skill.
Yes. Nice homage to the old Tetra Drive Dragon.
Oh my god. The restanding...
I think with how little we've seen of Tetra Drive.
Yeah. Does he? Do I just put him beside beside Genovius, or?
Yeah, he can have a spot next. Oh no, because Genovius will just jump down the row then.
I'll move Fugan.
Good.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, Fugan can go bottom of the bottom.
Yeah. He doesn't. Oh yeah, I'll put him beside his ninja friends.
Yeah, no, he can go with the other ninjas. Fair enough.
All right. Next we have the blood.
So do or die. I kill you or you kill. I kill myself. Yes, situation.
What do you call it? Do you play Elden Ring, Matt?
No, I don't play Elden Ring.
Okay, well, this is seppuku, basically. You damage yourself a little bit to hopefully do damage to your opponent. I don't know. He's so reliant on other stuff as well as the issue. Yeah. On the bright side, Vermilion the regular got reprinted next to him. So
yeah,
that bad in terms of accessibility, but his ability is kind of meh. I mean, you clear out a front row, but then what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just
yeah, I think that's where he sits.
The dragon, all the OG Dragon Boys right here.
Yeah.
Next we have Beast Bunny Tamer.
C tier. I can't put him above C tier.
Yeah.
He needs. He either needs Golden Beast Tamer, which is a VR, or Harry, which is a VR. It's just like. So we want to support VRs.
Yeah.
So let's make this card that supports 2 VRs instead of 1. It's nearly at the point of bloody Ezel that needs 3 VRs.
Oh man. All right. Next, Time Leaper. I'll just put that next to Chronos Command here.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. Next we have the dragon that saves things.
If you have not rode this turn, dragon. So you want a vanilla grade 3 turn?
Yeah. So
the worst part is he has actually tops. So as much as we meme on this dumb card, he has had V tops.
Oh my god. Where do we put him then?
I think we have to put him in B tier for the fact of we have to respect the tops.
Okay. Don't want to disrespect anybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Tsukumiori.
See, it needs Tsukiyomis.
Yeah, literally.
And all three of them are hard to get.
Yeah. I've actually played this. I play this in my my witch deck for Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She is fun to do it with. Just because it's what do you call it? I only run 2, just because I don't want to clog my hand with useless grade 3s. But yeah, you're basically running a 14 crit deck with her, and it's fun. All right, next, Valios. I really like Valios.
Put him with the Aqua Buddies. Okay. That's the honest response.
All right, there we go. I really like him though. How do I? Okay, I'll put.
The thing is though, the issues are more. You've got last card Revan that just does his job better.
That is true. That is true. I do like though that Valios like locks them with the -5, so they can't gain power. That's kind of his only redeeming quality.
Yeah, but then you're also killing off all your Axel circles as well.
That is true. That is.
Yeah, the Axel killing just kills him for me.
I agree. All right. Next we have Venom Stinger. This is an old one.
Yeah, that D tier is going to get fuller and fuller at this rate.
All right, there you go. Next.
Why is the turnabout on this list?
Well, they're technically they came out sort of in the same time. It's just the premium collection.
They didn't come out in Clan Collection at all.
Oh, I'll leave them out then. I just put them in because I figured.
Yeah, those were in the premium set. Those two were in the premium set.
Yeah, I wanted to add these two because they were clearly for V. They were in a premium collection.
Fair enough. We'll talk about them at the end then. Fair enough.
Because this is my disclaimer. This is my favorite overload. All right. We have Vera.
More Neos.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
No, I wasn't meaning that. Honestly, I like Vera, and it does work quite nicely with the Cecilia package.
Mm-hmm. So,
but the issue is it needs a Cecilia package. I think because we put Cecilia in B tier, Vera can sit next to Cecilia.
Okay. I actually have
just to be fair.
Okay. Just as a refresher for everyone who's watching, here's S tier, A tier, and B tier.
Yeah, you can't see everything.
We spent a lot of time in the mines.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Hyaki Reverse. I'm just gonna. Where do we?
No, I think C. I think he's too reliant on Hyaki.
Mm-hmm.
Vogue. Yes, he got reprinted, but you still need Hyaki Vogue to actually do stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Because he needs so many cards with the same name.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next, we have our Avowing Dragons.
So the basic one being vanilla and V premium, pretty much.
Yeah.
But then the reverse gets really good.
Yeah. Like,
and he might be sitting in that S tier at this rate.
Because this is the infinite hell that Beast Deity players want, and that's why I'm building it.
Yeah, he's what Beast Deities wish they were.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, Ethics Reverse.
Sorry, Nova Grappler players, you're just suffering at this point.
Yeah.
Talking to Nova Grappler players.
Yeah. War Deity. Okay. I have. I think
we know where this one's ending up at this rate.
I have an argument to put him in C.
Because
Sazanda's coming.
Fair. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Yeah, Sazanda does make him good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't get any of the samurais, which killed me.
Yeah. But no, Sazanda coming does make Asura Kaiser good.
Yeah. And
The weasels.
Do we just skip? Or is there something you would like to see?
See. They're good, but you need all the other weasels from all the other sets. Because they didn't reprint the weasels.
Why would you? Oh my goodness. Alright. Next we have Master Wisteria.
I'd say B, because it's a very good supporting card.
I agree.
The only issue is it's supporting Neonectars.
I'll put him next to Gladio over here.
Thank you. If it was supporting another clan that wasn't suffering because of Katrina, it'd easily be an A tier because it's a very good support card. It's searching your next ride up. It spawns tokens for you. But it's more the fact of it's supporting Neonectar. Gladio Wisteria might see play, which is good on them. But we're still suffering because of Katrina.
Yeah. All
right.
We're almost done, Matt.
We're almost at the end.
Yeah. We have Yatagarasu.
Yeah. I never played the card whatsoever.
Let's put her here. I think she's like the more aggro version of Fortuna. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you get the skills based on the grade totals of what you soul blood, but it's still air. Is the honest response.
All right. Okay.
Then we're on to your range again of yo-yos.
All right. I'll put her in B. I don't think she's good. I really like her. I don't know if she deserves an A. She does need like a lot of witch support, but it all comes with her, which is really nice.
Outside of Coco.
Outside of Coco, but I don't even play Coco. So
yeah, fair.
I just go for Zozo and then buff my lanes for 40k.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we also got Poo Poo, whose ability is the exact opposite of Poo Poo.
Yeah, the reprints in that set were really nice. It's just Coco being there would have just been icing on the cake at this point.
That is true. So yeah, I'll put her in B. She's really fun to play. She makes OTT play the way that I would like to play Nova Grapplers, Beast Deities. Like I have an easier time restanding with Yo-Yo than I do with Ethics. So I think that speaks something.
Yeah, that speaks volumes at this point.
All right. Next we have Galactic Beast Zeal.
Honestly, it's a very good card. I would argue that he's in almost perfect at this point. He does so much for the deck.
I won't argue.
The only things, because the things he wanted was he's got Brad Black alongside him, which was also one of his reprints.
Yeah.
Then you've got so much of his engine is with him. You got Girl Sludge, which was also reprinted in his set.
Yeah, that was
a good reprint. It was literally by his clan collection, and you're doing well.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. And then we go to the other end of the Dimension Police spectrum.
0. I really wanted to try to make this deck work. I don't know how.
0.
I don't know how.
0 has been I'm glad to say this. 0 has been getting a couple of tops, but he's reliant on so much other Dimension Police stuff that's not in his set.
Okay, so I guess we put him in the respect.
You see, respectful C tier. He does need so much other stuff around him, though.
All right. Okay, and down to our two honorable entries on the list.
Well, the first one I think instantly slides straight into D because of how bad it is.
All right, let's put him next to the Dragon Boys.
It's a bluish flame liberator that's not a bluish flame liberator.
It's so sad. I remember talking to one of my friends who used to love playing Bluish Flame back in Legion, and he was absolutely gutted when he found out that this wasn't even a Liberator.
Yeah, it's not even a Liberator. It's literally
just
Prominence called the Azure Flames. They didn't even give him Bluish Flame.
He's like, yeah, that's not me. That's my long lost cousin.
Yeah.
All right, and Dragonic Overlord, the turnabout. I have a very fun cheese deck with this. You just ride Dauntless, call 2 Overlord, Soul Blast 2 for +10, and you're swinging 33 4 times.
Yeah.
And your Vanguard 3 times. It is piece reliant in terms of like in game, but it is a very affordable deck to build.
Thing is, though, how many Overlords do you need is the first question. That's where the first issue comes in for me.
I personally run 4. I run 12 grade 3, so it's 4 Dauntless, 4 Turnabouts, and then 4 regular Overlords.
Okay. I didn't know if you were running more over how many Overlords you actually ran in the deck.
Oh yeah, it does help because if they do survive the first turn, and they normally do go for the Overlords on the side, so I can refill the field.
Yeah.
But it is one of those decks that really only has one line of play, and if you can't do it, then it doesn't work as well. So I can't put it above B. Are you okay with it?
I think it sits in C for the fact of you're relying on a Dragonic Overlord.
Oh, that is true. Okay.
Which you've not. When was the last Dragonic Overlord base reprint?
When was it? I think it was Psycholia Stride, wasn't it?
yeah, exactly. I think Psycholia Stride and the Trial is only print runs.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess it's the same thing with Cecilia. I just lucky I had a playset laying around.
Yeah.
All right. We'll look over the list one last time. Matt, is there anything that you think should go up or down, or are we set on this list?
Well, are we going to leave Ezel where he is memeing, or are we actually going to place him sensibly?
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay.
Helen, Beatrice, Chelsea, Donna, Stoop, S, I can't see any issues with whatsoever.
Okay.
A's looks solid as well, and then, I think everything's fine as it is there, really.
All right. Then that is it for this tier list video. It took us 2 hours to get through the whole thing. I'm so sorry for taking so much time.
Yeah, that is no problem. It was an absolute fun being here and just memeing over how bad some of these cards are.
I'm glad you had a good time, and hopefully you're still available next year when we have a whole new slew of cards to meme on.
Oh, don't make this list even longer. I don't think we want to be here for 4 hours.
We'll probably just do like collection 7 to whatever it is when we again. I don't want to do this again.
So... Yeah, no. All 8 at once was not the smartest idea.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this many, because I'm like, okay, 12 times 8 isn't that bad, and then I saw, oh crap, some of these had more than 1 grade 3 per set.
Yeah.
But anyway, Matt, is there anything you would like to plug to the audience? Anything you would like to check out before
personally, my YouTube, if they want to check it out. Meloetta Matt, if you want to check that out. I do daily content, I think, at this point. I'm very rarely missing a day because backlog is very nice.
That's good. All right.
But that's it, really.
All right. Thank you again so much, Matt, for going on this adventure with me.
That is no problem.
And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of the day or evening, I believe, where you are now. And
yeah, half 8 at night. Yeah.
all right, and I have to go and eat breakfast because I haven't done any of that stuff, any of the normal stuff yet. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Matt's channel. I'll have the link to his channel down in the description of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to both of our channels if you liked what happened here, and we'll see you in the next video. I am Jello the Casual Card Gamer. With me again, Meloetta Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.